Hello my dear students, today we will discuss all the important questions from the poem Keeping Quiet. Question number 1. How would humanity benefit if people did not speak in any language? First point should be language breeds discrimination, and because of linguistic chauvinism, domination starts. And this example we have already seen in the chapter, the last lesson, okay, where French people were subjugated by German and German language was to be implemented upon them. German language was to be implemented upon them. So here you have to write no language, no discrimination. Throughout the world, if there will not be any language, then there will not be any discriminations as well. Okay. Question number 2. Why did the poet urge us to keep still? Much of the unrest in this world is the result of man's so-called progressive and forward nature. So no activities, no progressive activities. It means no use of arms, okay, for power, and there will be peace and tranquility. Question number 3. Why does the poet want men on earth to keep quiet? First positive thing is the poet wants to promote peace and brotherhood. He had seen the positive aspects of remaining quiet, and it is best antidote for restlessness. Okay. Question number 4. What would be an exotic moment for the poet? A moment of immense world peace, where there is universal brotherhood and love, which is created through introspection and silence. This is going to be exotic moment for the poet. Question number 5. Explain without rush, without engines. So this particular phrase is symbolic to hubbubs of the modern life, okay, which is very competitive, and in rat race to outshine others, we have become so much engaged that we don't have time to look after ourselves. And life will be peaceful if we stop all these thoughtless advancements. Okay. Question number 6. Explain sudden strangeness. Exotic moment of introspection built a sudden strange feeling of universal brotherhood. See, introspection is very important. Introspection means self-examination. So when we examine our deeds, then we understand the follies of it and we go towards universal brotherhood, okay? And togetherness is a new, inexplicable thing. So togetherness, unity, is something which cannot be expressed. It is because this is the first time entire world will be together. We know that it is rare to happen, but still the poet is optimistic for this. Okay. Question number 7. What are fishermen symbolic of? They are symbolic of all the sorts of hunters. Okay. It is not only limited to water, land, air and sea. All the hunters are symbolic of fishermen. And they kill animals without any discrimination, be it bird, be it human being, be it animals. Everybody is being hunted by these people. Therefore, it is symbolic of that.
And the man gathering salt hurt hands. Explain. So here we find man who is continuous sufferer. They want comfort of life, okay, but in pursuit of that they have harmed themselves. Man needs to look to their life as well. See, man has become so much hard-working person, because of which they have forgotten to take care of themselves. Their health is ruining, their family's emotional health is also ruining, but they don't have time to look after them. They feel that money can buy all the happiness, which is not true. Next question is, who are those referred to here?
Those are referred here as politicians, the statesmen and the scientists, okay, who initiate war because of material advancement, to prove that they have developed, they have created something. In order to have power over another weak nation, they create war, they wage war. So they are referred here. Question number 10. Explain green wars, wars with gas, wars with fire. So here altogether it is a war against nature. All the flora and fauna will be destroyed when war will be initiated. Okay, so therefore it is war against environment. It could be biological war, it could be chemical war, it could be any kind of war. Eventually it is against nature. Okay. let's move towards question number 11. Clean clothes means without any bloodshed. Okay, and this also shows when we stop destructive activities, then automatically we will be pure and we will think about our fellow brothers. Question number 13. What lesson will man learn when he just walks about with his brothers doing nothing? First of all, they realize the strength of humanity. Then they become conscious of universal brotherhood, and the destructive activities will stop. When we are concerned about universal brotherhood, automatically destructive activities will stop, which will destroy their fellow brothers. Okay, this can provide a healing touch to mankind. All right. Question number 14. What does total inactivity imply? Total inactivity implies a phase of complete quiet and stillness, no activity on earth, especially destructive one, and constructive activity should continue, like keeping quiet. Keeping quiet is constructive activity. It is because we are creating peace and brotherhood, we are creating love among ourselves. So, positive activities should continue and destructive should remain still. Okay. Question number 15. What is life all about? Life is an ongoing process. Nobody can stop life. In Nagasaki and Hiroshima, atom bombs were dropped, but now they are rejuvenating. Okay, now there is rebirth. Now nature is healing itself. So life is not going to be stopped by any means. So everybody's life will continue and we can never stand still. So life is all about continuing our process of living by any means. Okay. Question number 16. Explain I want no truck with death. The poet does not believe in inactivity. See, he does not want everybody to die because inactivity means death. When we are dead, that time only we remain inactive. But poet does not want any association with death. Okay. Any association with death, he promotes constructive activity rather than destructive activity. Okay. According to him, destructive activity should remain just like death. Okay. And constructive activity should remain just like
taking birth. Question number 17. What is man single-minded about? They are single-minded about scientific progress, modern advancement, and they pay no heed to consequences of his moves. We have, of course, made atom bombs, we have made boundaries, but what is the use? Is it benefiting our nature? Is it benefiting humankind? No. We have become so much cynical, we have become hypocrites, and therefore we always show our power of atom bomb, power of other weapons in order to threaten other weak countries. So because of scientific advancement, we have become aloof from our own fellow mates. Okay, let's continue. Question number 18. Explain keeping our lives moving. See, it is a comment on the modern man's mechanized and busy life. Walking on the path of destruction. They are walking in the path of destruction because whatever they are creating, that is not for humankind. Okay, they are trapped in a rat race of mad competition. They have no rest and no peace of mind. People are earning money, but more is there in their mind. They want more. Every time their heart and mind wants more. There is no full stop on their desire, because of which this line has become very important. Okay. Question number 19. What is the sadness of never understanding ourselves? Materialistic things have made us so greedy, because of which our entire life has become sad. Okay. And in order to gain materialistic things, we have sacrificed our emotional need. Okay, we want love at the cost of money. We don't spend time with our family members because we don't have time. Why we don't have time? Because we want more money. So this is the flaw of human being. Human have become sad and isolated. Of course, when we don't keep our emotional health well, when we don't have our family members along with us, our friends with us, our brothers and sisters with us, then automatically our problem will not be shared by anyone. And in this world, in the name of friends, there are only a handful of people who are
who can be called as true friends. Okay, so the problem lies here. Let's continue. Question number 20. What can earth teach us? The lesson of preserving and resurrecting life. How new life emerges from the ashes of the dead remains. So earth teaches us how to preserve. It keeps, if we sow anything under the bed of earth, it keeps it preserved. And when time comes, we find it was not dead, it was generating life in itself. Okay, so this is what we have to learn. We have to learn to be learn perseverance. We should learn patience from earth. What does everything seems dead imply? It is symbolic of doomsday. Even when all comes to an end, earth will continue preserving and resurrecting. See, I have already given example of Nagasaki and Hiroshima, and forget about those two places. Everywhere throughout the globe, we had experienced so many wars and clashes. Okay, and now we find that people have forgotten, people have healed from their past, and they have become ready to face life. Okay, so this is what we learn from earth. How will it later prove to be alive? Life is an eternal and ongoing process. Man is caught in the cycle of birth and death. New life rises from the dead remains. Life is a continuous process and it will keep on continuing. Our forefathers contributed to the upgradation of the society and they passed away from this earth. But other people had come to continue with those customs, and now we are the one to continue with the same. So life is a continuous process and it cannot come to a dead still. Okay, let's move ahead. What will keeping quiet help us achieve? It asks us to experience the aesthetic moments of silence, create a rejuvenation of thoughts and a transition of mindset. He quietly departs, leaving his audience in the exotic moment. Now, at the call of the poet, all the people are experiencing happy moments of silence. Okay, no one is talking, because of which there is no language barrier. No one is moving their hands, because of which there is no war. Okay, then thought has been created towards their brothers. Okay, transition of mindset from destructive activities to constructive activities. Okay, he quietly departs. Now poet's work is over. Okay, when he is able to bind everybody into one thread, then he has completed his task. Now he takes leave from the audience. What is the theme of the poem? The theme of the poem is utility of introspection, utility of brotherhood, and utility of constructive deeds. Okay, you all have to mention all these things. Thank you, all the students. These are all the important questions from this poem. We will meet in our next video. Thank you.